Welcome to South America. Please make comfortable and watch what this continent has to offer us in different aspects, like music, food, and plays and activities to do. Let's start with my country, Colombia. Colombian music, cumbia. Cumbia is perhaps the genre most characteristic of the country, originating as a courtship dance among African slaves. It later incorporated European and indigenous rhythms into the mix, giving cumbia its distinctive sound. Colombian food, arepas. As such a big continent, there are many regional variations of South American food. However, certain ingredients form the basis of all variations of food. The same maize flour that is used to make tortillas in Mexico and tamales in Peru is used for arepas in Venezuela and Colombia. These little corn flatbreads are served with cheese, avocado, egg, or jam, and can be eaten for breakfast or an afternoon snack. Colombia place to go. Eje Cafetero. Colombia has some of the best coffee in the world. You can't resist the temptation of trying a delicious cup right in a coffee plantation. It is great to learn about the story of the coffee, the process, and the varieties grown. The most famous getaways are Salento, Finlandia, and Pijao, all lovely colonial towns in which it looks like no time has passed. Moreover, the lush green mountains offer a wide range of activity like hiking, horseback riding, kayaking, canoping, and more. One of the highlights of the visit was taking a hike around Valle del Cocora. Now let's talk about another country that I love a lot, Argentina. Tango. The music of Argentina includes a variety of traditional, classical, and popular genres. One of the country's most significant cultural contributions is the tango, which arose in the brothels, bars, and poor areas of Buenos Aires, where waves of Europeans poured into the country mixing various forms of music. The result, tango, came about as a fusion of disparate influence. Argentinian food, steak, chimichurri, and red wine. Argentina is world renowned for steak and for good reason too. Argentinians are passionate about beef, so asados and parrilladas are their specialty. In Buenos Aires, you can get a huge juice, stick, and bottle of red wine and pay the same price as a pizza back at home. Make sure you order your steak with the classic Argentinian chimichurri, a sauce made with parsley, garlic, oil, and red wine vinegar. Wash it down with an Argentinian merlot and you are in steak haven. Argentinian place to go, Buenos Aires. The most European of cities in South America, Buenos Aires is a cosmopolitan hub with countless museums, art galleries, theaters, and cultural centers. You can spend a few days wandering around San Telmo, Puerto Madero, La Boca, Palermo, and the city center. I love La Boca because it is colorful neighborhood full of history. It was one of the main settlements of the Italian migrants, and it has a unique character. This is also a good place to see the famous tango dance and even take some lesson if you feel like it. And finally, let's talk about of one of the most important places in the world, Peru. Peruvian music. Music of Peru. The music of Peru is an amalgamation of sounds and styles drawing on Peru's Andean, Spanish and African roots. Andean influence can perhaps be best heard in wind instruments and the shape of the melodies, while the African influence can be heard in the rhythm and percussion instruments, and European influence can be heard in the harmonies and stringing instruments. Peruvian food, ceviche. Contrary to the popular belief, South American food isn't all meat and carbs. Found across the coastal regions of Latin America, by far the best place to try ceviche is Peru. Ceviche is a seafood dish of fresh fish served in a zesty marinade of lime juice and chili. It's a cold dish where the acidity of the marinade cooks the fish from raw. Sounds weird, but tastes amazing. You'll find it in street stalls, food makers, and restaurants across the country, but head to Lima, the capital of ceviche, to try the best in the world. Machu Picchu. The sacred city of Machu Picchu was built in the 5th century and later abandoned. Probably the most famous archaeological place in South America. This Incan citadel is famous worldwide for its hug stones, walls, and mysterious story. I recommend visiting Machu Picchu early in the morning to watch the sun rising over the green peaks. To get to Machu Picchu, you'll first need to travel to Cusco, a colonial city in which Hispanic architecture blends with indigenous traditions. Interest when traveling. For me, traveling responsibly is about understanding and being mindful about how many actions affect the local communities and people at the place that I visit and explore, and about doing my best to make a positive impact. Some personal interests when traveling are immersing myself in the culture and daily life of the place I visit, making an effort to learn some of the native language and practice speaking it when I interacting with the locals, respecting the people, culture, local traditions, and natural environments of the place I visit. Shopping at local markets and buying from local business shops and restaurants.